aside from being a blogger, me and my husband also sell locally grass-fed beef. So we use it a lot, and I talk about it a lot. So I just want to share with you a couple of tricks that I've learned. Tonight we are doing our what I call scrambled lasagna, and I've just got a pound of grass-fed beef here, and I immediately, ooh, we got foggy. I immediately poured my entire jar of pasta sauce, whatever you prefer, in with it, and I also put some seasoned breadcrumbs on it. It just helps it to keep it moist, and I just let it cook about medium heat for about 20 minutes. This would be a good slow cooker meal, because the time that it needs to kind of break it up. And I just cover it and I give it a stir every now and then. I've got my pasta going for my lasagna, and all I'm going to do is, once this gets done, mix it with some ricotta and Italian cheese, and I'll put it in my casserole dish, mix it up, and top it with our meat and then some more cheese. So that's really it for our scrambled lasagna. I'll show you that. And I'm also doing my no-bake cookies that I do all the time, and they're so easy. I'm craving chocolate. So I'm going to share my recipe, but what I've got going while supper's going, I'm going to boil my mixture. I'm going to have it done, and then I've got I always have like my peanut butter ready and my oats. I'm going to measure them out in just a second. That way they're done, and I don't have to worry about it, because I like my cookies to be perfect. And so if you don't follow each of these steps just in the right time, they will not set in time. So that's why I like to have everything laid out. So I also wanted to add, if you are using your ground beef in a recipe that does not involve sauce, I know a lot of ours do, but you do have to add oil to it, or find some other way to get it moist. So the only success I've tried personally is oil. I've tried olive oil, and it works pretty good. I still don't have to drain it, because I guess the meat absorbs the oil. This I definitely don't have to drain. That's why I am able to go ahead and put my sauce in, because there is no fat in this meat at all. Okay, after that's done, you just pour in your oats and your peanut butter and your vanilla. Now, mix this all up, and the trick is to let this sit in this pot for at least 10 minutes, around about 10 minutes. Sometimes, depending on how hot your stuff got, or just whatever might be off, it will get thicker sooner, and sometimes it will take a little bit longer. But it's usually around 10 minutes. You know, it's not super runny, and you can drop it on your sheet. So that's all you do with these. You just drop them on your wax paper and let them sit for a few minutes. Okay, now that my pasta is done, I'm just going to take some ricotta cheese, and this is the 32 ounce. It was cheaper than the regular small one, the 16 ounce, I think. So we're doubling up, so it'll probably make a lot more than what I planned on. And then just a bag of 8 ounce cheese. And this is Italian blend, and for the top, you can reserve some of this if you want, but for the top, I've already got some extra Monterey Jack from yesterday, So I'm just going to use it on the top instead. So I'm going to go ahead and put all this in here. So I'm just going to get this mixed up and pour it in my casserole dish. Almost forgot, guys. I do add some parsley and a little bit of Italian seasoning into the cheese mixture, just to give it a little extra flavor. So with the extra ricotta, I ended up having like 1.5 pans. So I just put some full on my casserole dish and spread it to half, and I'll put my sauce on top and freeze this for me and the kids later, maybe next week or something. And here it is. I don't like it because you have to really leave room for your sauce, and it was like overflowing. So I did take some out. I'm going to pour my sauce on it and then top it with cheese. Okay, so just cover this, and just a minute, sweetie. I'm just going to cover this with the cheese that I have. Again, anything you want. You can even shake some Parmesan cheese on this. I'm going to put it in the oven, let the cheese melt, and it'll be ready to eat.
Mama, is that bread?
Okay, so now that my stuff's in the oven, we can get back started on dessert. And it has set. You know it's set when it doesn't fall off the spoon easy. Sorry guys, my battery died. But all you do is just put them on wax paper, whatever size you want. And our casserole scrambled lasagna is ready. This is what it looks like. Isn't it delicious looking? So as for our freezer meal, the little lunch, I just kept it in the casserole dish, stuck it in the freezer. Once it sets, I'll fold the foil up over it, wrap it in plastic, label it, and we'll have a lunch later on. So here was some of my family favorites and some grass-fed beef tips. I hope you enjoyed. And for my freezer one, I just kept it in the casserole dish, stuck it in the freezer. Once it freezes, I'll take it out and wrap it up. And whew. And as for my freezer one, I just left it in the casserole dish. I'm going to let it freeze and set, and then I'll take it out and wrap it in foil and plastic and stick it in the freezer for a lunch later on. So this is our